This is the Global Podcast Network, where executives and professionals connect, share, and inspire. Stay tuned for the conversations that drive success.
All right, welcome back to the show. We are excited to have Melanie Murphy here, owner and sensei of Way of the Crane and creator and owner of Streetwise Self-Defense. Exciting to have her back here to talk more about her experience and how that turned into, well, her helping so many people in her position. So exciting to have you here again today. Please introduce yourself to everyone. Thank you.
I'm Melanie Murphy. I'm in Boulder, Colorado. I've owned and operated Streetwise, created Streetwise in 1983, and took over my teacher school in 1988. And I run a very different kind of self-governed school because I don't have to answer to a franchise or a higher authority. I am my own autonomous leader, and it's really served me well. I also think that a lot of times bad experiences can lead you into really phenomenal things. I truly believe I'm here doing the work I was meant to do here. It hasn't been easy by any means, but when you know you're here for a purpose that makes sense to me, it makes sense to my family, my life, all of the people who come into my dojo, we become a very coherent and fun family because here we get to fight and love each other at the same time, which teaches you so many cool things, right? So one of the main things I think that people coming here are attracted to is that I do not reward children with black belts. I have raised two 12-year-olds. I've been one. I deal with them. And to give them such an adult, watered-down version of what it really could and should mean disturbs me. Because I think in a lot of ways you reward these young kids with these kind of impossible things for them to understand the responsibility and the becoming of something. And I think I would like to see a study. Does that make our young adolescent population more risk prone? Because they think they're an expert in something that they're truly not. I mean, children shouldn't be expected to be experts in anything but being children, you know? And I see some black belt kids come in here and they have no structural integrity. They have no way of coping with corrections and directions and an authority that says if your foot is floppy and you kick like that, you're going to break your foot. Oh, I kick like that all the time. Well, it's because nobody took the time to tell you you're going to break your foot if you kick like that. And I think children need a consistent truth in their life that keeps them on the task of seeking continuous improvement in their life. So, for example, I would never, ever, and I don't think I have ever had anybody tell this to me, that I did something perfectly.
Oh.
Or, oh my gosh, that was awesome, or excellent, or, so here is good news, bad news. I saw that you just did that really well. Now there's your base mark.
Ah, yep.
Now you just elevated your ability and skill. Now that's what I expect you. That's your new starting place, right? So I think too many kids, I had one child come in here, he did not listen. He had no respect for the environment. And I couldn't really get him to do anything because the more I would answer his questions, the more ridiculous his questions would get.
Yeah.
Okay. And after the class, I went up to his mom and I said, this is clearly not going to work out for me. And she said, well, it's because you did not praise him even once. And I'm like, but he didn't do anything to be praised.
Yeah.
Yeah, clearly you do not understand children.
Oh.
Clearly not your child. Okay, so I think in too many of these commercials, everybody gets a black belt, everybody's an expert. That just waters everything down to the point that it doesn't really mean much anymore. You know, here it could take somebody 15 to 17, 18 years to become a black belt. And, you have to be over 30. You have to have conducted a life and know how to deal with finances and relationships and be without your mommy.
Yeah.
You know? So the adults that come in here work their butts off if they want to become a black belt, not get one. Kids get stuff all the time. These high esteemed rewards are given out like Halloween candy, and then your candy rots because there's too much candy. Right? So this is a very adult curriculum. I do take a certain amount of children, and those children have to be dedicated. They have to really want to get good at something. I'm at a point in my life and my career and my perspective, and it's like, I don't want to waste time on somebody who isn't earnest in seeking Kaizen.
Yeah.
Continuous improvement. So it takes a lot of work here.
Sure does. And
to become. Yeah, it does.
No, when you were assaulted, I mean, that was the age of 18, right? I believe you told us. And
yeah, in the early 70s.
oh my gosh. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Nobody cares.
No.
Nobody cares. I accepted the ride. I got into his car. I was the one that, was blamed for his horrid behavior. And that's happening all over the place. Victims are being blamed for predators having the right to prey. And you know what? It has got to stop with people understanding their autonomy. Learning an art and repeating things over and over again puts it kind of cellular, muscular. It's more of it's a response, not a reaction. We don't call the first reactors. We call first responders because a responder is educated.
Yeah.
And we want to become responders.
You got to take care of yourself. And I love that you're here helping so many people. And everyone has a right to self-protection, as we say. And there's so many benefits in this. What age are you starting with, by the way, at children? When should we start learning these techniques of self-defense?
Well, I think I've had some 5-year-olds do phenomenally.
Mm-hmm.
I have had some kids that have to wait until they're 8. So again, it's not a certain age, it's the
Okay.
person's acuity and their abilities and their willingnesses to really try new skills and be corrected. What you're doing is different from who you are.
Mm-hmm.
So I like you, Johnny. It's your front snap kick that I have a problem with. So helping a child separate, oh, you're wanting me to do this better, but I'm just fine. And not taking correction so personally and then being so devastating.
Yeah.
Did I answer your question? Oh,
Yeah.
well, and that, with kids, what happens is we create this body awareness of cross-meridian coordination and what these things called proprioceptor skills. So all of a sudden, a child's brain is kind of sparked into, oh, I have this vehicle in a quadrant, and I am in a certain amount of space, and what do I do if somebody comes into that space that is not wanted in that space?
Yeah.
And then they are able to respond with appropriate action. So we go over what is a mild situation. It could be like a groomer. It could be like somebody trying to get you to keep a secret. It could be somebody trying to get you to be isolated with them.
Oh, yeah.
And it's innocent and they're nice and I like them. Medium is they're kind of more forceful. And hot or dangerous is clear. But if we don't understand creepy, stupid, and dangerous, how do we help kids not get to dangerous? Recognize the creepy person. And, somebody wants you to do something that's stupid. Really? You're going to do that?
Yeah. Yeah.
And kids are so easily programmed and dialed into doing all kinds of stupid stuff.
No.
And thank God we all survived. Well, those of us over our 20s. I did a lot of stupid stuff.
Yeah, so true, right?
Yeah. And I never listened to my parents until boom, it was right in my face going, oh yeah, they do have life experience I don't have.
Yeah, it's so hard to see when you're a kid, right? So hard.
Especially a teenager, because then, we know everything then. So,
can you hear me? We're breaking up just a little bit. I hope you can hear me.
Yeah, now I can.
All right, good.
So the other thing that we said,
I just lost you again, sweetheart. Yeah, we're having a bad connection. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
Try it again. Try it again. Go ahead, hon.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yep, perfectly.
Okay. So the other thing that we do here is something called shoshin, which means if you want continuous improvement and you're really seeking that kind of guidance and perspective in your art, you have to come into things with a beginner's mind, with an open perspective of, oh, if I do that, that improves it. Instead of, well, I thought I was doing that. Or, the people learn here that I have enough experience and investment in their betterment that there's very few arguments, but it promotes a lot of good questions. And there's a difference between listening to understand and listening to argue, right?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, especially when we're dealing with children and spouses and, life, our business. So what especially the adults do is we try to take these concepts we learn in a moving art and take them out into the world, and hopefully by me improving me, I help improve the people in my life.
Yeah.
And then it's, then they improve, and it's like paying it forward all the time.
Yeah.
And yeah. And you asked about age. I just had somebody join my school that is 77.
Oh my gosh.
And she's magnificent. And watching her learn what I am so familiar with through her beginner's mind is so delightful. It's like you see your house all the time. You see your kids all the time. All of a sudden, somebody new comes into your life, and they're looking at things and going, oh my gosh, that and that. And you go, oh, I really haven't looked at that before. I see it all the time, but I get so used to looking at it that you don't appreciate it. So her coming into my dojo and looking at this environment that I've been in for 51 years through totally new, really mature eyes. It's cool. I love it.
Amazing. Well, I love hearing these stories, like you just mentioned, the 7-year-old woman who started taking these classes, and like to see someone, of all ages. It's just a beautiful thing to know that it's never too late. And Streetwise, you mentioned now you've been doing this for a long time, right? So has that taken a toll on you?
I taught my first Streetwise class in 1983, October of 1983. And I'll tell you, it has definitely taken a toll on me, because I teach these women incredibly powerful things.
Yeah.
And then I approach them or grab them or take them to the ground, and man, they don't know the control that I know. So yes, it has beaten me up good. I'm very proud of all of them. But the other side of the coin is, if you really want to get good at this, learn how to control these little techniques that really could hurt somebody seriously.
Yeah.
The control is the flip side of the coin, and that's what more long-term training helps.
Well, each and every day, I mean, I know you're inspiring so many people out there, and you make sure you let them know that there's no compromise, right? You got to follow your heart, you got to listen to it, and at the same time, you just got to be on guard always, no matter where you live these days. And now, Way of the Crane, obviously, what you're doing here. Any more stories you want to share about people that you've helped?
Well, there are so many of them. Actually, earlier today, I was looking through, I have some scrapbooks of people that have taken the class 30, 40 years ago. And I had a woman recently come in, and she was like, oh my gosh, Melanie, I don't know if I remember anything. And I'm like, oh dear God, I have heard this before. And we start the class, and she just went, I remember this, I remember that. It's just getting it to go to the surface of the brain, right? And be more responsive in those educated things, like riding a bicycle, swimming, having to, stop a car really fast, or ride it on the ice. It's that experience that informs our kind of primal brain and that survival chakra. And if you know what to do with that, you can change the course of somebody else's plan, So I had another woman, she's a traveling business person.
Okay.
And she usually dresses very nicely when she travels. Well, she's kind of changed that because people are more attracted to your jewelry, if you're not wearing smart clothes or shoes, right? So she was going to the airport in this sketchy cab. She gets out way beyond, and she was like, "Why are you letting me out so far in front of the airport?" And two other guys approached her, and she started yelling. She started yelling from her survival guts, and they all went, "Oh, yeah, whatever, lady, we're out of here." You know, the cab went away, left her there, and she got herself to the airport. I mean, you know, you never know if it's right around the corner.
You don't.
So if you love yourself enough, yeah, and you have to love yourself enough, because really self-defense is all about how much I love me.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, for someone out there listening today and who thinks, oh, well, I'm okay, nothing's ever happened, nothing's going to happen to me. And then unfortunately, when you least expect it, something does happen. What are some of the common ways you're seeing? Like, let's just talk typical daily activities, right? Because a lot of these types of things are happening when you're running to the store, you're going to the mall. Like, is there statistically, can you share, you know, some things that these type of criminals are looking when they look to attack? Where are they coming after you from? Is it parking lots? Is there something more recent than others that we should be really concerned about?
I think all of the above. I think that people are so obviously distracted by phones, by you know, cameras, whatever, selfies. We are so absorbed in the production of your image that you forget how valuable it is to pay attention to what's going on around you, right? So I think when you're out, head on a swivel and have something. Do you have a noise alarm? Don't count on, like in Colorado, the wind is always blowing. So women will say, oh, I have my pepper spray or my bear spray. And I'm like, okay, go out right now, take it out of your purse, and that you have to go, oh, can you stand over here so the blow, you know, the wind goes this way instead of me spraying it this way and the wind coming and whatever I just sprayed at you coming back at me.
Yeah.
You know, and if you don't use that stuff, it corrodes in the bottom of your purse. So you have a false sense of security because you're counting on something, not you. You know, and if I count on me, I've got me no matter where I am.
Yeah.
Right? I've got me. So I don't have to count on something else to do the job or someone else. Too many crimes are being put on YouTube. People witnessing crimes would rather take their phones out and film it than help the victim. Victims are being blamed for other people. You know, what just happened to that woman in Chicago.
What happened? I'm sorry, I'm not even aware. Tell me.
18-year-old walking in a park, some illegal with a gun. No guns in Chicago, but you have an illegal with an illegal gun. Walks right up to, the name is Sheridan. Look her up. Sheridan somebody. It was like Sunday. And he just walked up to the center, and all these people are blaming her for being in the wrong place at the wrong time and startling him. What? You know, this is when we really have to step back and go, what is happening to our culture?
Yeah.
That victims are blamed and violent predators are given the pass. It's not okay, Jill. It's not okay.
It's not. It really is not. So on a daily basis, how many classes are you teaching?
Right now, I am only teaching Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays. I run my self-defense program sometimes Friday, Saturdays, Sundays.
Okay.
So a lot of people choose to come in like on a Sunday. And I'm doing a lot more private groups. I have regularly scheduled programs online through my website, but I'm also getting a lot more people saying, oh, my daughter's going off to college, and her friends come in and take a class. Oh, my son and his friends want to come in. They're getting into high school. So it's all of these people, hopefully, becoming much more aware of, oh, it's summertime. You're letting your kids be out more and more independent, and they have to learn how to pay attention and not be tempted by nice people. Yeah. Isn't that a horrible thing to say?
Yes and no.
You know?
Yeah, I know. I get it. I get it. Excuse me. Wow. Well, I love your persistency and, your will to help so many people out there. How did you kind of want to end off for today's show?
Either find me or find help in your own community. I'm sure there's somebody that would or has a course. It's all worth knowing. It's like CPR, but it's for me. I'm dealing with my own emergency. And once you know something, it's difficult not to do it.
Yeah.
And so the predator wins when you stall.
Mm-hmm.
When you do nothing, you can't think of doing anything. And the more you stall out, the more time it's taking and the more time he's winning.
True.
All
right. Well, thank you again for being here. How can we reach out to you?
Wayofthecrane.com. That's my website. 303-442-7559 is my phone number.
Perfect. Thank you so much for being here and for helping so many people. Thank you. We always love talking with you. Thanks so much today.
Okay, see you.
Bye, all of our listeners. Stay tuned.
Bye-bye.
We'll be right back with more after the break. Thank you again.
This is the Global Podcast Network, where executives and professionals connect, share, and inspire. Stay tuned for the conversations that drive success.